Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Thank the Lord for Laser General, because now we have something other than USA Air Force.
Hopefully a distinct lack of King Raptors on that faction. So. That's what we're hoping for anyway in this, the Rage vs. Take 2 series that we'll be casting.
You know what I never understood, though, is why Air Force General gets point defense laser. Come on.
And what, not Laser General?
Yeah, shouldn't Laser General get point defense?
No way, man. They get Laser Crusaders that shut down when you're on low power
Oh,
mode.
wow, cool, wow. Wow, I really want those.
They also have the best, arguably the best Patriots in the game, so...
Yeah, that's certainly true. Yeah.
There are advantages.
I feel like
things that are nice.
Laser and Vanilla are kind of in a weird spot because they're so similar to each other. And Laser doesn't get Tomahawk.
Yeah. Originally I played Laser. I played a lot of Laser to start off with. It was kind of my original Zero-Hour faction. It's a fun fact I don't think I've mentioned. I originally played a lot of Laser until I realized that I couldn't micro Vokvies very well, and that was kind of integral to the playstyle. And then I stopped playing Laser and started playing China Infantry. But I did originally play Laser.
Is a Laser Patriot here. I just feel like Laser... I wish they had more cool things, and that's why I really enjoy mods like Shockwave. Because then Laser gets all of a sudden like all these really cool things like Laser Rangers and just like all this wacky stuff. Anyway, that's fine. So it was Vanilla China. So actually Vanilla again. No tank and nuke, but I'll deal with it. That's fine. No infantry as well.
I'm pretty sure you'll have a you'll have a what do you call it? You'll have a tantrum if there's no nuke during this series.
Oh, no, I
can totally see that happening.
That is a sensible prediction. And we do have a Gatling tank going for these Chinooks. However, Rage is paying attention. He notices there is a Laser Patriot and decides to disengage. Not a fight worth dying for. There is no glory in pointless defeat, to quote every Space Marine unit ever.
Yeah.
Like, I really hate that, actually, how the Space Marines, the Scouts, and the Tech Marine, like, all says the same thing in the same tone. It's like, come on.
Could be a problem. So the troop crawler will be rolling its way forward and an army of infantry behind it. Should be able to easily clear out this garrison, and we'll see what Size can do to deal with this.
So this is normally a very risky thing to do, but because he has the bunker at the north, it's not a big deal. Doesn't have to worry so much about a Humvee flank. However, there will be a couple of Humvees here, or rather 3 Humvees, trying to collapse upon the gap where he can. I mean, this is a little bit risky because reinforcements come very slowly for Rage's infantry, but not for Size. Gets 1 Humvee, though.
Well, the Humvee has certainly gone down, and the garrison has been denied. Rage could potentially just take that as a victory and back away, and behind this he is going for oil caps. So it's more of a distracting technique here, keeping Size contained to his base, and could rush you with like a couple more barracks and do some serious damage, when really it's all a cover for the oil caps.
It's all a bait. Now remember, the spy drone actually scouts the double barracks. This is Size's vision, so the oil cap is very obvious right now for Size. But not reacting, I guess he's just too concerned about these infantry. Gets flashbangs, excellent choice coming out of Size.
It looks like Size, predicting maybe more man spam than he currently sees, was worried about the double barracks heavy man spam, which is kind of what we're seeing here, but obviously wasn't predicting the cap, as you said he potentially should have here. Oh, no!
That's fine, then the Humvee's turning to engage, well, rather not retreating when they engage, so 1 Humvee gets sniped. I mean, and Rage has actually been trading pretty well with these infantry. He gets another crush, and there spawn a whole bunch of Red Guard.
It's essentially a firing squad just appear around the missile defender as he blows up the troop crawler. Pretty brutal.
Gunning these down, and maybe getting the Rangers inside of a Humvee would be a good choice, because out in the open they don't necessarily do that well, at least not in small numbers.
No, so the double oil cup has certainly gone down. We'll have to see if Rage can hold these. We'll at least get inside some garrisons, and I very much doubt that Size has the cap. What?
Strat center. So it means
You just saw that same effect.
Yeah, okay, so what happens is if you swap your...
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
Your protocol, I don't know what it's called, but when you swap from Search and Destroy to Bombardment or Hold the Line, whatever it is, he must have actually had something before Search and Destroy, which I missed, but I don't know, maybe...
It looked like
Hold the Line.
Hold the Line,
because he had the heavy walls on the sides. So maybe that was a misclick.
Could have been a misclick. We rarely see that effect because it's always search and destroy, unless we see a bombardment switch.
Yeah.
For the defensive cannon.
Search and destroy has the dish. Hold the line has the walls on the side. So I like how you can tell that. I think it's great when RTS games have the visual representations in the same. Oh, wow, nice mix.
Bait.
In the same way where you can visually see the Tau missile appear, because then it just gives your opponent the ability to make informed decisions, which I think it's great when RTS games do that. I'm trying to think of other examples in 0 Hour where you can see something.
I see things. I'll think of a few while we're casting away.
Toxin Gamma, how the rockets turn pink.
Yeah.
Well, not the rockets, but the trailing.
Black napalm is black.
Yeah, it's the visual, and a lot of RTS games don't do that.
Yeah. Horde bonus has red effects on it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's obvious if there's more than 5 tank hunters, but it's also nice to see the effect as well, so you can keep an eye on it. I'm sure it's all over the game. We just can't recognize everything.
Yeah.
Think of everything.
Yeah, that's
at
fine.
The time, so.
Anyway, Humvees are coming through, but just getting destroyed by the MiGs in small numbers. They don't trade that well. I mean, now he's actually found the airfield. He could lose more, but I think he should be fine.
This strike's
Plenty of
gonna do
MiGs. Like one example of this is not the case is I don't think that the MiG armor upgrade has any visual indication, and that's not a big deal though because it's a very minor upgrade.
Not that I can think of, at least.
Anyway.
Just even like barricades for GLA as well, and like GLA buildings.
Exactly.
That's another good example.
So then you don't waste your general's points
when you don't know how much, how much health they actually do have. So yeah,
I find RTS design very interesting. I write articles about it.
Drive the MiG back in. What are you doing, Rage? Enough of this nonsense.
So he has enough infantry here that he can definitely take down this. Oh, there's a Burton there. Oh no, the Gatling is destroyed.
Oh, where you're at guard
So now Burton is going to have complete free reign over these RPGs, the tank hunters.
Where's the ultimate BM knives? What's going on? the incredibly inefficient knives, but they don't allow him to remain stealthy.
Even Red Guard won't stand much of a chance.
Nah, they can't take on Burton.
The troop caller will detect those, so he can't do the knifing thing, but once the missile defender kills the troop caller, then he can, and MiGs are actually going to be, oh no, Avengers and Tower missiles, so Rage is kind of throwing away more of these MiGs. He does have his 3rd supply and double oil, so he is in a great position to throw units away, but Burton is just killing more units for free. Oh, and another spawner of Red Guard. I guess maybe he's trying to bait for the MiGs.
Yeah, trying to... the MiGs keep going in. They're waiting for Burton to be revealed, but Burton's not having any of it. He's like, no way, man. I know there are MiGs around. I'm not going to play around this.
Demo the War Factory, but he has to be careful of the MiGs.
I was going to say, like...
He's going for it, though.
Oh, wow. He's going to finish?
Maybe he's going to get the dozer, too. If he detonates it now, should get both.
The cell cancels it.
The mines?
Yeah, mines will get him.
Oh, he gets it. In conjunction with the MiGs.
Yeah, it was also very...
but he firestormed his dozer?
Firestormed his own dozer.
Whoops.
That's brutal. Oh, well, dozer goes down anyway. So if you do sell off, we'll remove the demo charge, which is probably why you don't go for the time demo in that situation. It would make sense because if Burton gets sniped, the time demo still goes off, but you can cancel it with the sell anyway, so...
And the problem with going the instant manual detonate is you can kill your own Burton if you do it too quickly.
Yeah. Gotta make sure you're out of range.
Man.
You can also firestorm your own dozer down. That's brutal.
That's the worst.
It is indeed the worst machine. What do we have going down on the side there? Is that a CC on the left?
In the
for
center.
Size?
Oh,
No,
for size.
for size. He's, what is it?
Yeah, CC.
Yeah, CC. Okay. I don't mind having CCs exposed because they're tanky as hell and provides a nice forward line of defense. You obviously don't want to have it sniped down, but when there's a laser crusader in the front, it's not too big of a deal.
This many MiGs can easily go through a single Avenger.
And size is so much, Rage is so much economy. Size is only just going for one of the oils. And it's just a capture as well.
He might even MiG it in time. As long as he doesn't firestorm his own oil derrick.
No, don't do it, man.
Please don't.
Use one MiG. One MiG, bro.
And maybe...
No!
Oh, I think maybe he attack moved or something and he got the Humvee instead. But I mean, at the same time, if he actually went through with the attack... Oh, he caps it just in time. If he went through with the attack move, he would have killed his own oil derrick.
Yeah.
But anyway, not a big deal. That's one oil over. Rage just has so many MiGs that the Avengers are going to have to be in great number.
This could be a pretty brutal... Oh, wow. That's what... Look at this. This artillery strike is going to be brutal.
The Patriot and these units are nearby. This could go bad. Oh, no.
Lucky.
It was only a single one. Carpet bomb on the factory and the barracks.
Yeah, it was only a level 1 artillery strike in that situation.
Doesn't quite get the A10 out.
Yeah, so the A10's going to be coming down. Should get the supply in the barracks. The MiGs are coming through as well.
There we go. It's a nice try, Avenger. Nice try. A little bit outnumbered, unfortunately.
You tried hard. It was the effort that counts. And however, these Gats should be able to roll through the Vs now. The War Factory's been taken out. There's more MiG support coming in. Rage has such an insane economy that Size wasn't able to deal with. This could definitely be the game.
Yeah, this game ultimately came down to Size not denying those oil caps. And he had vision of the double barracks.
Yeah. And he predicted man spam, and we saw that. He went for the flashbang upgrade, which is not something you see unless you expect a lot of infantry out of the field, which we also saw from Rage, but it was all covering those oil caps. That was what turned the game.
It's a really good map for airfield, though, because of how much room there is. So you have a lot of room for airfield. But also because there's these cliffs. So it's hard to rapidly maneuver land units, something as slow as an Avenger in particular, up and down the cliffs, but MiGs can just fly over them. So a very convincing win here by Rage. So we'll be 3-2 in Rage's favor.
Certainly will. Pow. Going to the next one. Faction switch is indeed here, as the machine metaphorically shoots himself in the foot for having to constantly change Size's color. At least it's purple and cyan, so we'll have fun in this cast. The machine will not have fun in editing.
Actually, it is cyan. I said it was aqua earlier, but in Zero it is...
I thought you said cyan. Okay.
Yeah, it's
cyan,
definitely...
yeah.
I mean, the color is pretty much the same, but just
Yeah.
the word, it is cyan in Zero. Anyway, other than that, last time we saw Rage play Laser on Barren Badlands, do you remember what happened? You know,
Stretching
Blake.
my memory.
You know
do
it.
I? On Barren Badlands.
Yeah.
I can't recall the map. I'm sure if I can recall the map properly.
This was Barren Badlands.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Rage was on the right side
Yeah.
against the USA
Say.
of Size.
Oh, the Patriot drop.
The world's fastest Patriot.
The world's fastest Patriot
Yeah,
drop.
yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was fantastic.
But obviously not going for it now. Basically what happened is, I mean, he was this side, but he built a forward supply, like over here, and then sold it, just so he would get his Chinook out early and forward. So he dropped off a Patriot very early on, and that actually was very effective. However, this time he's going for a little bit more standard play. He has a barracks and a factory out. He has 2 supplies for Chinooks.
Certainly, and a few dudes coming out here from Size. Tank Hunters for the garrison control. Should be spreading these ones out.
Another barracks.
Nothing else interesting happening here. Yeah, another barracks. That's definitely an ideal attack route, and indeed Rage is already sending a V to the area.
Maybe for a forward bunker.
Will allow you to take control over that third supply quite easily if you can get a nice strong foothold up the top.
Now tell me about this War Factory positioning.
Tell you about it. You've obviously thought of something that I haven't thought of immediately, Machine, so...
Mines, bro.
Mines, bro. Right, okay, that would make sense. I was thinking about support powers later on, and I'm like, that doesn't really matter where it is, but yeah, mines will cover the whole area, so smart.
You often see players do that with a barracks on Tournament Desert on the flanks, is they put the building in the middle, and then if you surround it with mines, you can't drive through that. Your opponent can't drive through it.
Heavy Humvee play here from Rage.
Oh, well, gonna get this dozer down. Big misplay, because now he can't get his second bunker down, and he can't get his supply either. So that was pretty brutal. A lot of these infantry, the tank hunters, but there is the spy drone revealing them. Doesn't even get the Humvee either.
Yeah, nice job from the missile defenders.
This is not going well for
Keeping
Size, and now
range.
there's actually a Gatling tank that has snuck through. The Chinooks not going to respond just yet. Humvee's doing pretty well, though. Rage is trading well with these Gats and with these tank hunters. Look at the split as well.
Oh,
Look
these
at the
Chinooks are going to go
split.
down.
However, he does take a bit of damage from the bunker. That was a bit of a force oversight. Loses 2 Chinooks.
Wow,
though.
2. That's a bit much for Rage. Admittedly, he was microing this entire time with the Vs, but you shouldn't lose 2 Chinooks in that situation.
Yeah, that was not good.
Humvee's still in the area as well. How much longer can Rage hold on to this for? Hopefully a little bit longer.
Oh, he's not moving these Chinooks
no,
either.
Not 4!
And there's no Humvees
Not
nearby.
4, Rage, no!
This is a kick-out KO. If you lose 3, even 3 Chinooks is still horrible.
You have to
bad.
uninstall Zero Hour if you lose 4 Chinooks. So luckily Rage can
How many
keep
times have you
Zero Hour.
uninstalled 0 Hour then?
Dude, I've
no, I don't
lost,
play USA.
Dude, I've never lost 4 Chinooks.
'Cause you don't play
Admittedly,
USA.
I've lost a couple though. I'll admit to losing an entire supply worth of Chinooks, but not 4. So luckily, Rage can keep his 0 Hour installed for the rest of the series. That's great for him. And he has been microing very well with the Vs he's kept alive. Very annoyed that he doesn't have any supplies left over. But he has microed very well and has traded incredibly cost efficiently when it comes to taking out the barracks, dying the supply, and the bunker as well. Almost getting the war factory. Very well played.
Gets the oil cap. So now if Rage is paying attention, he doesn't have radar, remember that. But he does see his spy drone sees there's 2 Red Guard going south. So Rage may intercept the oil cap if he times it well.
Hopefully he has the area on the map bound to hotkey, which is a nice trick for when you're playing without radar.
Yeah, control F1 or F2,
Yes,
and then you hit that number, it goes to it. Which is pretty cool, actually. Most RTS games don't give you that.
And it's necessary for 0 Hour if you're playing without radar. You really do need that to switch quickly between different areas of the map.
Oh, there's a troop crawler here, though, probably just for a cap of the oil.
Yeah.
So we have the strat center now. Going for a Burton would be a great choice. Oh, oh, he dropped a Humvee on his Chinook full of missile defenders. However, the Chinook there is going to have those tank hunters very quickly trying to take down the airfield with the missile defenders going for the Humvees as well, the truck with the Humvee. So maybe
the Humvee out would be awesome, actually.
going south for the old denial, but maybe he doesn't actually realize it. So pretty effective push here. I love seeing players use the Chinook drop. Meanwhile, we have some Red Guard being aggressive. We actually could see that the Dozer crush them down.
Yeah, Dozer should be fine in this situation. Doesn't take a lot of damage from the Red Guard. However, he will if he continually misses the crushers. 3 of them actually still alive. He should be okay, but this is poorly microed. Poorly microed by Rage.
Capping up the oil now is Size. He will lose his other Dozer. I mean, the Humvee's going to get taken out as well by the Red Guard. So, yeah, this game was going so well until Rage lost 3 Chinooks.
Yeah.
It's hard to recover from that. A Gatling Helix, in fact, rather than a bunker Helix.
Crushes on crushes.
Oh, man. I think this game is over now. It has the old Derek too to Size.
But Rage has his oil Derek.
Yeah, but Rage doesn't have his
No, he
strat
doesn't
center.
have a strat center. No, that's true.
Doesn't even have all his Chinooks properly. Look, he's got, what, 3 Chinooks now.
Yeah, I don't think he managed to evac the one that went for the drop. Okay, so Size can just blow that one up. Interesting choice. I'm not sure what happened to the troop cooler. Oh, it went down, yeah, to kill the strat center, I do remember now. That would explain where all the Red Guard came from.
At least Rage is laser, so his Avengers are a bit cheaper if he decides to go for Avengers against the Helixes. Gotta be careful of this Gatling Helix kills the Vet 3 Humvee and the pilot. There's 2 more Vs with a Tower missile.
Pilot actually gets away.
Missile, I'm sorry.
Missile, yeah. Pilot actually gets away, so we'll get a bit more veterancy onto... If only Rangers could shoot lightly up into the air, and it...
That probably isn't the first time I've said Tower Missile, despite us earlier saying that we're trying to say Tow Missile.
You're a Tower Missile, and a Rage... the Tow Missile chase comes out, and the Helixes actually go down here. Nicely played, chasing that one down.
Gatling Helixes, they're a bit hard to rely on later on, once tow missiles are available, but this is going to be murder here. That's, actually, it's an empty, well, rather, doesn't have any upgrades. A vanilla Helix, I guess we could call it. Laser Patriot on the bottom will get taken out by the infantry.
The problem with taking it out with tank hunters is the Crusader spawns 3 rangers that are not at all... The Patriot spawns 3 rangers that are not at all happy with the destruction of their house.
What is it again? To our laser Patriot home.
Yeah. You nailed it, my friend. You nailed it. This bunker Helix will hopefully nail the Dozer. Looks like it. That was well played and well thought out by Size that Rage would probably try and rebuild the Crusader and gets a free Dozer snipe for swag points.
I forgot the line leading up to it though. What was it?
One day we'll live in peace, and our laser patriot home. There we go.
Nice.
If you want to change the lyrics, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's one day we'll live in peace with our double ambo heals in this case.
Of course, that is referring to the FCV Love song. A very, very funny song. You should look that up if you're into that thing. So there's what, a lot of Gats here. There's Helixes. Only 2 Humvees and 2 Ambers. Not a good mix.
Yeah, that was unlucky. I feel for Rage. If the ambulances were on the other side, the Humvees potentially could have survived and kept DPSing down the Helixes while the Helixes focused the ambulances.
Yeah, that's going to be GG, I think, for Rage.
Yeah.
He's still obviously trying, but for the past few minutes we've seen Rage pretty much get demolished. Well, once he lost those Chinooks, man, it's 3,600. You lose all of your trucks.
And mining time.
And mining time, of course, but say you lose all 4 Chinooks, that is 4,800. You lose all 4 your trucks, it's 2,400. You lose all your workers, it's 2,000. There is a massive price difference in terms of rebuilding those Chinooks. Much more punishing than other factions. Still, I mean, Rage is actually doing pretty well.
He is,
in terms of micro.
Yeah, there are enough missile defenders that these Vs are still a threat, and the Helixes don't have free reign over the map.
Carpet Bomb going to take out the War Factory.
It's a fair bit of damage down the supply as well.
I think there was an Arty Strike as well. I'm not sure where that went.
There was. It was down on the Strat Center, I'm guessing, what used to be a Strat Center.
That looks like an Arty Strike there. And there's just too many Gats now. However, missile defenders, a little bit sneaky here. Laser locking down the Helix. He had a Gatling cannon. He probably could have just killed both of those.
The Gatlix can definitely 1v2 in that situation.
Was that a mine drop?
It was a mine drop. Oh, no! Brutal!
Well timed as well.
Yeah, look, this is looking pretty over here. I think Size just has to try and close this one out.
But every time we say that, there's just more and more
just Rage just continues to micro and try and stay in the game. See, look at this. Nice laser lock. He's going to get one of those.
Yes, one of them.
Nice.
That was just the regular Helix without any Gatling cannon. Now there's 3 Vs here. Gets the other Helix.
Wow.
Hang on a moment.
Come on. There's no way Rage can do this.
Where are the Gatling tanks going? Is he going for the kill?
You go for the base trade in this situation? Is that the best way to play? Are you sure? I mean, can the Gats... I'm not sure. Can the Gats take out these Vs? Oh, they swarm the Ranger run in as well. Rage just had a heap of Rangers moving in for support, and they were all sniped down by the Gats. These Vs are all or nothing. They're going to be trapped in by about 15
Gats.
They
are. But
get
cutting
out of there.
down. No, he's going to engage, but I don't think he has search and destroy, so he can't fight this very easily. There is no shortage of missile defenders inside of them, so even in an upfront trade, they still do pretty well. Gotta be careful of the mines, but I think Rage realizes it. There's actually a dozer repairing the CC. This will take a long time. This supply is exhausted. This one's still going strong, however. At the bottom, more Gats for the Chinook harassment, and the Gats up the base of Rage, they get, of Size, they get 1 Humvee, other one's still alive.
Yeah.
I think Size will be okay. Especially since... Hang on, there's no base left. Oh, and there's a factory
being built. On top of everything else, yeah. This was the... Yeah. I really thought for a second that Rage might be able to do this, but that will be the GG. Nice try.
I mean, even then, there was a factory and a supply here. So, Size losing his entire base down low ground wasn't really the end of the world.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, there's 1 oil derrick each for either of our players, but
GG.
Rage throwing in the towel, of course. Having a factory in your base is generally a merit to GG.
It's generally the ending point. Okay, so that's 1 more for Size. They've actually been trading. It's 1-for-1 in all of our 2-match series, 2-game series so far.
But I think in the Sharbles tournament, by now, Rage I think was initially 3-1 at some stage. There was a bit of a lead, but yeah, this is very, very close. Tooth and nail, and tooth and neck, tooth and nail, whatever. So that was 6. Now we're on to game number 7.
Yeah.
Cold territory.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this. We'll do game number 7.
Shouldn't we do 4, 4, and 3 or something like that? Or do we...
Yeah, that's probably the best way of doing it.
I think
We'll
it's it. I mean, it might not be equivalent
as close as you can
game
get.
times, but it's the best. It's a best guess. You can
All
put
right,
it like that.
Cold Territory. I'm glad to see this map. It's not the best map in the world, of course, but it's different. I do love casting different maps. We did a really crazy USA mirror on this map. Do you remember that? It was man spam everywhere.
Oh, that
was,
one, yeah, that was
I
fantastic.
think it was
yeah.
Size
yeah.
versus Logica. That's
Yeah.
actually a really great game. If you love crazy, unorthodox games, it was just... there was like 4 or 5 barracks
Yeah.
between both of our USA players. There was man spam everywhere. There was the first Humvee. It was about 10 minutes into the game. It was nuts. So, oh, I missed the factions though, whoops. So, once again, Vanilla China! Okay, that's fine.
So many vanilla Chinas. It's insane.
Pretty sure this is all random though. And size is GLA. I forget which one the GLA is though. That's fine. I'm not even mad. So very forward supply. He has S2 going for a third one. It would seem. This could be a nice tunnel deny though if he gets there in time, which he should be able to.
Nice truck play.
Especially because of these garrisons. Denying this tunnel is very critical. Aki actually has the second the truck. Maybe going for the right side, but in the end, pulling that one. Trying to micro that was size, but Rage countered it. Duke for Duke.
Yeah, normally it can be nice to build a little bit closer to an available garrison to evac into.
It's going to be 2 tunnels denied.
2 tunnel denied. That's nice.
So now
third one should go down though. Yes, third one has finished.
It is Toxin. So that's only going to be a tunnel on the left side. And a bunker here would do great, but I think he's out of... Can't really get that fast bunker when he goes triple supply. Trying to go for this house, I think. Oh, no.
Oh, Rage stopped. He thought he had it.
So now he has to be very careful of a supply here. And just a little flank would be very sneaky. Especially for USA and you just have quads firing over the high ground.
The dragon is indeed firing in the middle. Technical's going to try and kite this one out. But
Actually-
we'll need to see some more units.
Ma-
Didn't
ma-
get inside the garrison,
Maybe...
yeah.
No, I mean, maybe Rage thought he actually killed the worker because he's driven away now. Oh, he's sending a GAT up instead, as this
Okay.
always doing. Doesn't want to delay the mining time
That will work.
any longer. There's 3 technicals here, but there's going to be a quad and a dragon tank firewall to buy time for the Gatling to gun down these workers. And there comes a Scorpion, but the Gatling having a pretty good time. Needs to get more of these workers down. Going for the crush, in fact. Great play by Rage.
Really solid trade, especially in the early game. That's a really fantastic trade because it delays a lot of mining time, and the cash early game is really important. What?
I think the Gatling tank was actually more of a defense against Tech RPG, but no, in the end he goes for the worker. On the left side though, we do actually have a pretty forward tunnel. RPGs and a worker coming down. Rage, this is his vision. Now he sees the RPGs. Well, actually a couple of Scorpions here, so...
Yeah, decent Scorpion push, and it could be at the cost of a lot of supply trucks here.
Needs to get an outpost out of this factory. Yeah, there's a lot of trucks here.
Yeah, and it is indeed GLA Toxin.
Yeah, remember the tunnel?
Yeah, the Toxin tunnels, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that.
The
Yeah,
airfield
yeah.
is being built now. Gets both of these trucks. Oh, man.
It's pretty brutal.
But Rage having a fair bit of cash, though. He's had 3 supply going for a while.
Okay,
Now,
outposts are fantastic, especially when there are no rockets available.
yeah, that's true. Scorpion without rockets don't trade that well. But the Toxin shells give them good damage against outposts when they are destroyed and the RPGs emerge. Going for the supply. Actually, the tunnel completes. So that is bad news for Rage. And Size may even go for the supply here, depending on how confident he is.
Sell just in time, even with the quad in the area. Nicely played. And still mining from 2 suppliers. The bunker licks is going to be coming up as well. And at the moment, it's good against the composition from Size. A lot of Scorpions. Uh-oh.
Helix is there though, and there's also a bunker too. I love that the forward Gatling tank, because then it scouts out technical aggression and gives you time to react. But this is a big problem because Vanilla China is a very immobile faction. Outposts, Gats, infantry. I mean, apart from the Helixes. So if Rage has to try and defend on 2 complete opposite sides, then he may struggle with that, and Size is gonna do well.
Rage is going to clear up this tunnel network. This is ideal time, but there's a quad pop coming out as well.
Oh, he does, but there's actually a firewall there in
Nice.
position, so the quads, they don't stand there for very long. So now Size's investment of this supply probably won't pay off. It wasn't mining for very long. I think maybe that's why he sent the Gatling tank down. The Gatling tank was to distract and to try and force units to pop out of the tunnel, which bought time for the Humvees to swoop in. So great play from Rage by having the double aggression to allow his more important attack just to have more impact.
Yeah, and something else that was very important in that situation is ensuring that he attacked the tunnel network straight away. If he had waited 30 seconds more, as we see now, Size has 6 gats, or 5 gats in that area, and that would have been terrible to try and move the helixes in, but instead, the quads in, sorry. 5 quads, it would have been a terrible idea to move the helixes in at that point, but he moved in with only 1 or 2 quads ready and a lot of Scorpion tanks and RPGs, which in this situation turned out to be useless. This could be a bad engagement.
Okay, it's going to be quad pop here. The second tunnel's a little bit far behind, so you can't really have that double layer quad pop. There's actually a third supply here, and there's a little building as well, so I don't know how long he's had that for, though. There's a lot of quads either way. Maybe getting some more outposts is going to be necessary, especially against the number of Scorpions. Firewalling down this oil derrick is a good move. Looks like there isn't an oil cap, though, from either of our players. This one's perfectly low. You have to actually repair that up. Oh, going for the workers. Excellent. And there's a second tunnel here. Maybe deny it with a firewall. I think it's actually out of the arc. No, it'll be close. It's expanding.
Nice. Has to sell it and gets the cancel on the tunnel network as well. Beautifully played. This is my favorite part about Dragon Tank micros. You use one to firewall off the army and you roll the other one into the firewall and just do this chain of firewall rolling that stops your opponent from being able to counter it easily. We have seen a lot of Dragon Tank micro.
Oh no!
Oh no, that's not good Dragon Tank micro.
Don't do it, Rage.
No, man.
You're better than that,
bro.
So once again, quad pop though. This could be disastrous. However, disastrous for who? Looks like Size is losing a lot of his quads, but so does Rage. Loses 3 helixes. Oh, he was indecisive. He wanted to commit, and then halfway through realized, oh crap, hang on, and then had to retreat, losing a lot of those helixes. So that's bad news for Rage.
Should have just backed away. Would have lost 1 helix as opposed to 3.
But it was very good response from Size. He popped so quickly. It was the moment the helixes were revealed, he popped. If the pop was a fraction of a second later, the quads would have been more clumped up, that the AoE would have been more damaging. So great response time from Size, especially if you have no radar. It's hard to have that quick pop. So there's a lot of quads here, and he lost his helixes, so this may actually be the GG moment. A couple of quads could get taken out by the mines, though.
Yeah, probably going to lose 2 in the advance towards the war factory. At the moment, though, helixes, still 2 of them up, and they are having an impact. Taking out these supplies, nice. Too many quads, though.
Well, there's only 2 quads, but still enough to force away the helixes. Doesn't get the supply either. And there's just so many of these quads. There's actually a bunker, but it's empty. Gets 2 RPGs in, but they don't last you very long. That's a mine drop. Oh no. Gets what, 2, 3 quads? Losing those helixes, I think, was just too much. There wasn't enough of a ground army to defend the quads when he lost them.
No follow-up. Not enough attack outposts in the area. Losing 3 was too many. Oh well. Looks like Size is going to be able to close this one out with the quads.
That's the thing with air units, is whether it's Comanches, whether it's helixes, it's at any moment can you just lose. If you make one wrong decision.
ID Strike probably going to miss here.
Yeah, we'll see. I think if Rage just backed away, he would have still lost a helix. But losing a helix would have been okay, but losing 3 helixes is too much. And there's just more quads coming out. Probably double arms dealer, I would say. There is, of course, a radar van there. And... oh, actually keeps this one bunker helix alive, but keeping his base alive may be too difficult. And Size has just been constantly throwing down these supplies. The helixes can't keep up.
Non-stop.
And manually focusing down the wounded helix. I think Size has played this game incredibly well.
He has, yeah. Beautiful play by Size. Oh, yay! Hero Helix.
GG.
GG. Nice.
Well, that's one game up now for Size, I believe.
Yeah, he's up 1. Yeah.
So that
was our first game on.
Yeah. So we'll do number 8, and then we'll leave it, and then we'll do the rest of them in a different video. All right, one more game. These are long 0-hour videos. I hope you appreciate them. rather than posting every game individually, which we have done in the past. But of course, you know, we have a lot more time now to post proper series.
We hope people are enjoying. I don't think there are many 0-hour watchers that don't like Rage vs. Size. I mean,
and if you do, you're a horrible person.
Have you ever said that to your friends? You're like, you know, I mean, like Rage vs. Size are pretty good, but I just don't like them very much. I just don't like seeing series between them, you know?
Yeah, I don't really enjoy watching high tier 0-hour players have sick micro and great decision and critical thinking. I don't like
it's
that.
not my thing, man.
I'd rather just see noobs like bunker up for 20 minutes.
Exactly.
And that's my kind of 0-hour game.
Of game, yeah.
Airfield for Size. Very quick airfield, in fact.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that for a bit of China vanilla. You're liking the amount of China coming out, aren't you?
Oh, no, I'm a big fan of this.
You're enjoying the China.
China is my fave.
Yeah.
Both to play and to watch. I think you see a lot of diversity come out of China.
Well, early bunker licks as well here. Going to be coming in for Size.
I would say certainly less diversity from vanilla because they just can't build tanks because the tanks are awful. Whereas Nuke and tank, you do see tanks, you see helixes, you can see man-spam, you can see a lot of different things. Man-spam is a bit harder, of course, because they're more expensive, but...
So, with a really early licks like this, the idea is going to be take out the arms dealer as fast as possible and deny quad production. That's the only real way that something like that can have an impact, but it's going to be scouted. This is not good for Size, because the bunker hasn't finished yet, and the technical will see the helix.
There's 3 to get the supply down. Almost the airfield as well, actually.
No, you need to go for the base. Size needs to go for the base right now and take out the arms dealer. Otherwise, this helix is not going to go well at all.
Technical's too fast, so now panic mode here for Rage. What does he do?
It's got to be mass
tunnels.
production.
He has, that's 1 quad. There's going to be 2 quad. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough to hold his supply. It gets wounded by some RPGs, I think.
Yeah, he's going to be going in, but it's too late.
He's just over 3/4 health, but now the quads are going to... and the RPGs as well on the ground. He could even lose this helix. Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was all about the scout. If the technical hadn't come in, that potentially could have worked for Size, but unfortunately, you know, his supply goes down. Now he doesn't have a nice War Factory production, only on 1 War Factory, and this is not the point to transition into more helixes. First Dragon Tanks come out, that's going to be nice against the tunnel networks, however. He's not out of this game, but he's in a very rough position, especially with Rage having such fantastic map control.
Having the airfield, it certainly helps out when you can transition into helixes if there's Scorpion spam, or later on if there's buggies and tech RPGs. Then going MiGs helps, but right now you just need GG. Oh, that was unfortunate.
You are victorious.
Maybe Size shouldn't have been that aggressive. Like, he should have obviously tried to deny tunnels. But he went into the base of Rage, trying to go for the arms dealer, as you said. But by then, Rage had plenty of time to build 2 quads.
If it gets scouted, it's too late. By the time the helix gets scouted in your base, it's too late.
But you can still hold off against technicals.
Oh, you can,
you can still try and deny tunnels.
You play defensive from that point. You have to try and go for the tunnels and not go for the arms dealer. Yeah. Once the surprise factor is blown on the helix, you can't just go for that massive all into the arms dealer where you hope there's only 1 quad out. You take out that 1 quad, and then that's enough to take out the arms dealer. Which is where the helix tape really comes into it, and from there you deny some workers, and you play around the tunnels, and you can actually get more units out of the War Factory. So it's certainly a viable strategy, but once it was scouted, I definitely agree with you. Machine Size probably should have backed off and used a defensive helix and waited for Rage to come to him and just sacrifice map control for the moment to try and push out with Dragon Tanks
Especially
later.
since the RPGs took a bit of health down on the helix. If it was a full health helix against 2 quads, it's kind of a different story, but... Yeah, this has been a great series, and we still do have 3 more matches. I mean, I think so.
I mean, it could be 3 more matches. The current score is, for the bragging rights tourney, Rage 4, Size 4.
Oh, so it's even.
It's even, yeah.
Right, so we definitely have 2 games.
Potentially
maybe
a third.
3, and we actually have no idea. So that's it's cool that we have this situation where in the past we've had 10 replays and it's been pretty obvious. But yeah, it's been a blast. We hope you've enjoyed this great high level match. I feel like the quality of these games has been so much higher than the series previously, the Shard Wars tournament. I think, in particular from size, he's really stepped it up this time, and I think Rage has as well. So I'm definitely glad this happened. And if you're glad our content happens, you can of course support us either via Patreon or via PayPal. Basically, as we keep saying, this is a full-time job now. We are posting a video every day, so it's a pretty big time commitment, and we are relying upon the backing and the support of our fans to keep the dream alive. So we do, we prefer Patreon. It's a great way because there's rewards. You can join our group chat where we organize games. You can get a shirt sent out, get your replay casted, and things like that. But PayPal is always a means of just a one-off donation if that's your thing. But anyway, that'll wrap us up on this. Blake has an excellent outro or something to say.
My friend, that covers everything. You even did a nice transition. So
I
did. I'm more than happy to end the video on that note. So it's all good.
Yeah,
Thanks,
all right.
guys.
See you guys. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Good shit.
Do we have time for the rest, or are you going?
I'm good.
4:30.
Yeah, whatever. Just do them.
I think one of them's pretty long. Okay.
Yeah, just do them. I'll just miss yoga. It's like whatever. So yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
We can do them